is going on? Sunday before the Super Bowl. We got 1 week. Give me this mic. Give me this mic. Oh, come on. Come on. Here we are, NFL fans, Eagles fans, Chiefs fans. Let's get in a debate on who wins Super Bowl 59. Philadelphia Eagles taking on the one and only Kansas City Chiefs, going for the three-peat, guys. Can Patrick Mahomes be the first quarterback to lead his team to the promised land with the three-peat, guys? He already is the first quarterback ever to win back-to-back Super Bowls and then make it to a third. No one's even made it to a third yet. It is quite the accomplishment, with or without the helps of the refs. Patrick Mahomes is a dog. Straight up, the dude is an absolute gangster, guys. The dude absolutely is here to stay for years and years to come. We'll have to see if Travis Kelce is going to retire. Philadelphia Eagles fans got some great news. Lane Johnson came out and said that no matter what happens, win or lose, he will not be retiring for the next season. Right, he's got 2 years left on his deal. Nah, Kyle, I didn't watch the Pro Bowl, man. It's just such a dog and pony show, man. I can't do it. It's quite the spectacle, if that's what you want to call it. But no, I did not watch the Pro Bowl, unfortunately. I didn't watch any of the, little games they played before. So no, yeah, I didn't get down with the Pro Bowl, man. The flag football situation, pretty wild stuff. But I did watch some highlights this week of previous Pro Bowls, and man, those guys kicked the shit out of each other, man. Like millions of dollars on the line, and these guys are playing a meaningless game and just laying the wood on people right now, man. Peyton and Eli doing the coaches. What channel is it on? Is it on ESPN? Yeah, I just can't. I think all All-Star games are dumb except the baseball one. The baseball one makes total sense, right? It's actually really cool. In baseball, they play a game, and the winner, they get home field advantage in the World Series. That's the only All-Star game that makes sense. The NBA, it's a travesty. They got the All-Star game. They got that stupid-ass play tournament in the middle of the year. The NBA sucks. I'm saying it right now, guys. The J All Day Show officially hates the NBA. Coming from a guy who played basketball his whole life growing up. Oh, really? So how do they determine, John, how do they determine who gets home field advantage then? How do they determine that if they don't do it with the All-Star game anymore? I've lost interest in baseball too. There's too many games. I don't know. I think they need to go to a 150-game season. The best seed? But what do you mean the best seed? That doesn't make any sense. For Major League Baseball? No, so it used to be, as far as I was, knew that the All-Star game, whoever won. But there is no best seed when it's one conference versus the other conference. You know what I mean? I'm talking about in the World Series, the championship game. But all right, guys, welcome to the J All Day Sports Show. I'm here today to answer any and all of your questions. I know, but how do they determine what team is the home team, Kyle? That's what I'm asking. How do they know what team gets home field advantage when it's National League versus the American League? It used to be whoever won the All-Star game, if the American League won the All-Star game, that means the American League team got home field advantage in the World Series best-of-7 series. But guys, welcome to the live stream. I'm going to be here I'm going to try to do an hour or two today, just chopping it up, talking about this matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. How about some breaking news? Luka Doncic going to the Lakers? What in the actual F is going on? I know, John, but what if they're both 1 seeds? Then what? So, like, what if both 1 seeds make it to the World Series? Then what happens? Luka Doncic is going to the Lakers with LeBron James. Anthony Davis to the Mavs. I was out eating dinner in LA last night, and the whole world went crazy. Yeah, that's so dumb. The All-Star game was so much cooler. It actually made the game, like, matter. Why do these leagues, like the NBA and Major League Baseball, just do dumb shit over and over and over? That makes no sense to me, guys. I loved it. I mean, I think that's cool. 100%, John. 100%. It made it the only watchable All-Star game. When did they stop doing that? I'm just so... I know I don't ever watch All-Star games. I think they're stupid, but that's just my 2 cents. All right, everyone. Welcome to the Jay All Day Sports Show. I'm your host, Jay, giving you guys some NFL insight for the games. The game on Sunday, guys. We're 1 week away. Yeah, you guys know I had a really good year betting this year. I deposited once on week 1, and we were up 85% by the end of the year. So, I do like some props. I might get some, some prop bets out there. I'm not going to go too hard this week, but I am considering putting a large bet on the Kansas City Chiefs. Hear me out, Eagles fans, hear me out. So, I either win a shitload of money or the Eagles win the Super Bowl. That's a win-win situation for me. So, guys, we're only 32 subscribers away. Ooh, 31. We just added another subscriber. 31 subscribers away from 13,500. Do me a solid. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Whatever questions you have about bets, predictions, prop bets, what are my thoughts on the game, where the advantages are, let me know in the comments below. I'm here to answer any and all of your questions today on our little Sunday Q&A. 1 week before the Super Bowl, guys. 1 week. Yeah, John, I mean, that would make so much sense, right? The NBA, I'm sorry, but Adam Silver has done a horrible job with the NBA. The ratings are down another 20% this year. Like, I don't know where they go from here. And NBA players, guys, have these bloated-ass contracts. And a lot of these bums make a ton of money. Oh, thanks, Keon. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to do a breakdown later in the week. A lot of the props on most sports books haven't even been announced yet what the odds are. So they'll probably come out today or tomorrow. And then I'm going to start formulating. I'll probably do like five. It's the last week of the year. Maybe I'll do 5, 10 props just for shits and giggles. But I am thinking about betting heavy on the Chiefs. History's on the line. And then either way, I come out a winner. Either my Birds win the Super Bowl or I win some cash. You know what I mean? So, and I'd rather that than bet on the Eagles and then the Eagles lose and I lose money. I don't like that shit, right? But I appreciate you guys tuning in on this Sunday, 1 week before. Pablo! My man, what is going on, dude? We just added another subscriber. Only 30 subscribers away from 13,500, guys. I want to get 100 subscribers on this live stream today, guys. Yeah, DU, Pablo, some of the faves coming in, hanging out. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Yeah, I'm thinking about, I think there's like 3 something in my account. Yeah, we put 200 in this year, and we ended up with almost $400 in our account. And I'm not a big bettor. You know that I don't bet huge amounts of money. That's why I tell you guys to do units, right? So like whatever money you're willing to do, if you bet my units this year, you'd be up 85%. I don't know anyone on YouTube who bet every single week for 18 weeks of the NFL season and is up 85%. Crushing it, guys. Crushing it. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting like $100, $200 bet on the Chiefs. I'll either explode my bankroll for next year, or the Eagles are going to be Super Bowl champs, right? Pablo, me, my wife, and my daughter might actually fly back to Philly for the parade. We're debating on it, so. 59 points? No way. No. They don't have enough time. 59 points is so many touchdowns, man. You know what I mean? That's a shit ton of points. You're talking, 82 total points. Yeah, I definitely think the Eagles are the better team. I put out a long-form video. It's going to ruffle some feathers, but I gave 5 reasons why I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to blow out the Kansas City Chiefs. And my scores video is starting to go viral, so that one's doing pretty good too, guys. Appreciate all you checking out the content. Right now, we're at 13,470 subscribers, guys. I appreciate you tuning in this NFL season. We had a great year. 2024, we added 9,000 new subscribers, guys. 9K in 2024. I want 20K this year. That's what I'm shooting for. Yeah, Pablo, that seems right around the money to me. I think the Chiefs are going to have trouble getting separation versus this Eagles team, guys. I really, really, really do. Juju Smith-Schuster is a shell of himself. Hollywood Brown isn't very good. Xavier Worthy's fast, but he's not a very physical guy. If I'm the Eagles secondary, I am punishing Xavier Worthy all day long. The dude weighs $165 soaking wet, so I'm putting a thumping on him for sure. Yeah, I think the Eagles are a lot better defensively than they were 2 years ago when they faced the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and I definitely think they're Chris Jones and Karlaftis and McDuffie are very good players. But overall, I think there's some holes in the middle of that defense at safety and linebacker that the Eagles can definitely exploit for sure. Yeah, I like the Eagles in this spot. I really do. Oh, I don't care about the Pro Bowl Chiefs. I haven't watched the Pro Bowl in a very, very long time. I wonder if it's on ESPN Plus if I could watch it. Like on my laptop while I'm chilling here. Yeah, I can't get into meaningless games. The Pro Bowl is I agree that having them play a full game is just dumb. Yeah, that offensive line, man. They need to address the O-line. Straight up, right? I love CJ Stroud. I love myself some CJ Stroud. One of my favorite players in the NFL. But that offensive line, so many penalties this year, Pablo. So many penalties, dude. It was insane. Yeah, their offense ranked 17th this year. That's not going to get it done. Not going to get it done, guys. Man, Tunsil led the offensive line with a 78 grade. And then as you go down the offensive line from left to right, it just gets worse and worse and worse for the Texans. Howard, 70.2. Patterson, the center, 64.1. Mason, the right guard, 60.5. And Fisher, the right tackle. Woof, man. Blake Fisher from Notre Dame, right? Second round pick. He was awful this year, straight up. 44.7 grade. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. They struggled, man. That offensive line, definitely they need to upgrade. That sucks. They drafted Blake Fisher in the second round, and he's been a bust so far. We'll see if he can get a little bit better, but we'll see, guys. What are your guys' thoughts on this LeBron James Lakers situation, getting Luka, Anthony Davis getting shipped off to the Mavs? Jacob, yes, I do. I do. There's our little family pic right behind my head. You see it right there? Boom. Right there. Yeah, the Texans got some work to do in the draft, man. They definitely got some work to do. And I think D'Amico Ryans had a really shitty game plan against the Chiefs. How did Kelsey get so open, man? Now, Nick Foles. Yeah, Nick Foles, man. I'm summoning some Super Bowl championship energy here on the J All Day Sports Show, guys. Summoning it. How old is Anthony? How old is he? How old is Anthony Davis? Anybody know off the top of their head? Yeah, I mean LeBron James only's got a few years left, right? So bringing in Luca, that's your new superstar, right? Okay, so he's not super old, DU. Thanks, guys. Yeah, he's not super old, but I think that's a smart move for the Lakers, right? Yeah, AD is getting a little bit older, and he's not like, yeah, LeBron is. He's still playing at a high level, though, man. The dude's just straight. Unbelievable, man. Super unbelievable, guys. He is something else. Something else. Yeah, I think Tom Brady is definitely better than Aaron Rodgers. But Aaron Rodgers has one ring. And Aaron Rodgers is kind of a D-bag. Yeah, I think the Lakers got away with this steal. I guess rumors are that Luka didn't want to sign an extension, so they shipped him out of town. So, yeah, I'm definitely worried about Luka's conditioning a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. I wonder how Kyrie Irving thinks about this situation, huh? Yeah, we actually saw, me and my wife saw the new Twister movie in the theater. It was pretty good, actually. I liked it. Yeah, I like Tom Brady. I'll take Brady over Aaron Rodgers all day. There's one thing about Tom Brady. There's not one teammate that I've ever heard in an interview say one bad thing about Tom Brady. Like, his teammates loved him. He played for his teammates. You know, people can hate on Tom Brady all they want, but he was a great teammate and a great leader. And what has he got? 7 rings? Come on. Aaron Rodgers isn't even in the Tom Brady like stratosphere. Yeah, the Mavs are starting from scratch now, I guess, huh? What a crazy ass trade. I was eating some dinner last night in LA, and man, everyone went crazy. James, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the chat, dude. Let's go, Birds. 1 week away, guys. We are 1 week away from the Super Bowl. Guys, I need 30 more subscribers for 13,500. Do me a solid. If you're new to the channel, my name's Jay, host of the Jay All Day Sports Show. I'm a former Bleacher Report writer turned YouTuber, and we're closing in on 14,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It means the world to me, guys. And go Birds! Yeah, I think Jalen Hurts has something in his eye, man. He really, really, really does. I mean, Mahomes is definitely a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. But Jalen Hurts, all he does is win, man. He's been the starter for 4 years, 2 Super Bowl appearances. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is on a whole nother level, right? He's in the GOAT conversation. But I think Jalen Hurts is an excellent leader. And he's doing the most he can with his skill set. And last week, he balled out, dude. He was dropping balls in the bucket, straight up, all game. The Commanders' secondary is a little bush league, but some of those passes to A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert, he was right on the money, dude. That one pass on the sideline, I think it was 3rd down to Devontae Smith. I mean, Jalen Hurts gets, a lot of criticism for a guy that all he does is win. Over the last 4 years that he's been a starter, the only guy who has more wins is Patrick Mahomes. Not Joe Burrow, not Lamar Jackson, not Josh Allen, not any of these guys have as many wins as Jalen Hurts. So, he's a winner. I'm taking C.J. Stroud over Dak Prescott any day of the week. But I actually like Dak Prescott more than most people. But he needs a really good offensive line to be functional. He's not good at a structure. He doesn't really get through his reads really well. He's like a 1 or 2 read guy through his progressions, and that's it. He's not a guy who's going to go through all 3 or 4 progressions, go back to the start, and work his way through. Yeah, my wife told me Saquon Barkley proposed to his girlfriend today, and his birthday's on the Super Bowl. Let's cap it off with another ring. He gave out a ring to his girl. It's time for Saquon to get that ring. Guys, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I cannot wait for the game. Gonna have a great time. I can't wait. Watching the game with family and friends. A little drinky drink, a little smoky smoke. We're gonna have a good time. Straight up. Yeah, James, 100%. I think they need to bring the pressure early and often. I think the first drive of the game, send the pressure. Just send the pressure, see how they adapt to it. Just send the pressure. And if they go down and score, it's the beginning of the game. Oh, well. I'm sending the pressure. Yeah, man, I just want to enjoy it. You know, it's hard to make it in a Super Bowl. 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. I love that stuff, guys. Guys, if you're new to the channel, I'm Jay, the host of the Jay All Day Sports Show. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you got any questions about the game, drop them in the comments down below. If you have any questions about my bets this week, let me know in the comments as well. Oh, nice, man. I'm going to go to Costco and get that big lumberjack style bag full of wings, man. That's like a 100 wing pack. Yeah, I got a dog. That's her right there. I don't know if you can see because of the glare. That's Penny Lane right there. Yeah, my dog's name's Penny Lane. She's a King Charles Spaniel. She is the best. Yeah, man, there's nothing better than barbecuing it up with the family on Sundays, man. Nothing better than that. No, I mean, Pablo, you get to the Super Bowl. I don't think you could ever be disappointed in a season where you are at the Super Bowl, man. You know what I mean? Especially after that collapse last season, for Nick Sirianni to like not lose the locker room and then to come back together to go on this run after the bye has been pretty unprecedented, man. So, yeah, I don't do Fireball, man. That cinnamon shit ain't for me. I'm a Buffalo Trace guy. That's my drink of choice. Buffalo Trace bourbon. That's my drink of choice, man. Me and my wife, like, what are they called, man? We love the Buffalo Trace with a little bit of lemon juice and honey. It's called a Gold Rush. That's my favorite. That's my drink. Yeah, Ben Johnson is a huge addition. Staying in that division. He knows the division really well. He knows Dan Campbell, obviously. He knows Matt LaFleur. I'm sure the Packers and Dan Campbell, that was like the last place he wanted to go. But out of all the jobs, Caleb was probably the best quarterback, so I understand why Ben Johnson took that job. If you're looking at the longevity of your career, going to Chicago makes the most sense. Yeah, I think they had faith in him, Pablo. I think they had faith in him. And from like everything I hear, the players like Nick. He gets a bad rap too because he doesn't call plays or anything like that. But I think he's great at motivating players to want to go win football games. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know how that's going to play out. Like, with Aaron Glenn going to the Jets and Ben Johnson going to the Bears, I'm not sure, guys, how the Lions look. Some teams don't do well and their coordinators bounce straight up. So, we don't know. We just added another new subscriber, guys. Thank you so much. 29 more subscribers to 13,500. If you're new to the channel, consider liking the video, checking out my content. My long-form content's where it's at, guys. But I do love doing these live streams, chopping it up with you. I mean, how can you not love Vic Fangio? Yeah, I don't know what DeMeco Ryans has up his sleeve with offensive coordinator, Pablo. I really don't. I'm not sure. I mean, Fangio turned a terrible defense into a very serviceable one. You know? He's an old school guy. He runs that bend, not break defense. But I kind of like that because it forces teams to be perfect. Like that 17, 18 play drive, whatever it was, the Commanders, and they only got 3 points. That's demoralizing for an offense, you know? And then the turnovers, man. The next few drives, like, to beat that defense consistently, you have to be on target and on time all game long. No breaks. You can't, and then these guys got to hang on to the ball. The Eagles are so good at punching the ball out, guys. It's remarkable how good they are. We just added another subscriber. Thank you so much, guys. Up to 13,472. Nice, James. Are you coaching football? Yeah, the lines will be really interesting. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to play out. But they got a lot of talent. They got a good offensive line, and that helps. It helps in instituting your new scheme when the offensive line is already built. It makes things a lot easier. Nice, man. That's awesome, James. Yeah, I miss being around the game. I played ball pretty much my whole life until I had some concussion issues junior, senior year, and I stopped playing. But yeah, I miss it. I miss being around the game. Yeah, I was a D-back. Played some safety, played some corner. And when I was younger, before everyone grew so much more than me, I played a little linebacker too. A little outside linebacker. It's like a drop in the coverage. I was pretty good at rushing the passer. And I could lay the wood for a little dude. Nice, man. Dropping dimes in the buckets. Yeah, middle school football's fun. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's not even close, Pablo. Jaden Daniels, why even have a vote? He's got it hands down. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. We are 1 week away from the Super Bowl. How exciting is that? 1 week, my Philadelphia Eagles taking on these Kansas City Chiefs. We just added another subscriber, guys. 27 more to go to 13,500. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, Spagnuolo is a great defensive coordinator, guys. He's the defensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs. He likes to blitz a lot, and Jalen Hurts isn't the best versus the blitz. But they have to be disciplined in their rush lanes, because if not, Jalen Hurts is going to scoot out of the pocket and pick up some chunks with his legs. Spagnuolo didn't blitz a lot last week versus Josh Allen, thinking that if he blitzed a lot, Josh Allen was going to find some holes in that pass rush and scramble for yards. So he made them, I don't understand the Bills' game plan. James Cook was having such a good game, and they just got away from him. I don't understand that thought process. James Cook needed to get 20 carries in that game, and he only got 13. I mean, I love Justin Jefferson, man. The dude is a dog. I mean, he hasn't really had the best quarterback play, so. Sam Darnold, he choked under the lights, man. 2 big games at the end of the year. He played like shit. Yeah, I mean, I'll take a really good game or an Eagles blowout. I'll take either of those. But I do think the Chiefs are a couple mistakes away from getting blown out. Straight up. A couple turnovers, a couple interceptions, and I don't see the receivers from the Chiefs getting a lot of separation on Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell and Darius Slay and Reed Blankenship and C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I just don't see it. Malovan Master, go Birds! E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Let's go. Let's go, guys. Talking Sunday football, guys. We don't have any football this weekend, unfortunately, but next week, we got the Super Bowl, baby. Philadelphia Eagles taking on these Chiefs, man. Yeah, but Dak Prescott's never been to a Super Bowl. They're paying him $60 million to not win playoff games. When's the last time the Cowboys been to a conference championship game? Pablo, do you know that, buddy? I know you're a Texas guy. Matthew Miller, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, the Cowboys and then hiring Brian Schottenheimer, I don't understand that move either. If you were going to do that, why fire Mike McCarthy in 1996? Holy shit, that's a long time. Yeah, I mean, the Lions crapped the bed. How many turnovers did they have against the Commanders, man? Jared Goff trying to force things down the middle of the field. What do you have, 2 interceptions in like the red zone and end zone? You're not going to win football games like that. Jacob, happy Sunday to you too, pal. 1 week away. So I'm sad because I'm like, oh, man. We got 1 week until the Super Bowl, but then we have like, what, 5 months until the NFL season starts? February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Ugh. God, 7 months, 6 months. 17 you were. That's crazy to think about, buddy. Jerry Jones sucks at his job, dude, straight up. He's trash. He sucks. And it's a shame, like, Cowboys fans are just like, he's just dangling the carrot in front of their face every single year. I looked at that roster this year, guys, and if you followed my content, or if you're new to the channel, I'll tell you what I told everyone that this Cowboys roster was very, very thin. And they were a couple injuries away from winning, 7 or 8 games. How many games did they end up winning? What was their final? Yeah, 7 wins. I told everyone that was going to happen. I was just like, they are not far away from being a 7 and 8 win team. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah, everyone says I look like Aaron Rodgers. I don't get it. I get Aaron Rodgers and Nick Sirianni sometimes too. I just love talking football with this little community I built, guys. I love hanging out. I love making these videos. I love talking football. I love watching the games. I love breaking down the tape. I like it, man. I just love, this little community we built. Well, we have like a little over 9,000 new subscribers this past year. And this past year was my first full season of breaking down football for you guys. So I'm hoping this year we can explode the channel. I would love to get up to 20, 25, 30,000 subscribers, man. So, and the more we build this community, the more NFL content, the deeper I can go on these videos, I know, Cisco. I'm the same way. Like, I don't really like betting on basketball because these bum guys don't play the games. I'll probably do a little more UFC content, even though the UFC's been hard to watch lately, too. How about Israel Adesanya getting knocked out last night? That dude is cooked. I don't know enough about hockey to, like, give out good bets. And baseball's hard to bet on, too. Baseball is one of those things that's kind of a momentum thing and, like, travel days. There's, like, a lot that goes into it. And, like, baseball, you really got to pick your spots. Yeah, Jacob, I agree. I think the Commanders are going to be a good team for a while. Dan Quinn's a good coach. So is Cliff Kingsbury. I mean, a few offensive linemen. They need some serious upgrades on defense. The Eagles hung up a 50-burger on them. Their cornerbacks suck a lot. They can't stop the run. They were 29th ranked in stopping the run this year. They got some work to do. But there's some really good defensive linemen in this draft, guys, that are great at stopping the run. So, let's just, I'm so happy for Jaden Daniels, and that's coming from an Eagles fan. I just think he's such a great talent. He's a good kid. He's coachable. He's fun to watch. He's smart. He's cerebral, and he's just a down to earth good dude. And like the NFL needs more guys like Jaden Daniels. Yeah, the Cowboys are trash. They only won 7 games this year. Yeah, their O-line struggled, Pablo, for sure. Oh, thanks, James. I appreciate that, man. Sorry, guys. I'm just going through some of these comments. A bunch just came piling in on me. Yeah, I mean, I love when the NFC East plays well. I like when the Giants are good. I like when the Commanders are good. I like when the Cowboys are good. It's just more fun. Then I could dive into, like, I've been doing some more Dallas Cowboys content, breaking down that roster because Cowboys fans, they need the truth. And it's going to come from an Eagles fan because I'm giving a non-biased opinion, just calling it like I see it. That's how I do it. Yeah, James, the Sixers suck. I hate Joel Embiid. What a disaster. Yeah, Jacob, dude, he got smoked. But he looked good in the first round, and then, I don't know. I don't know if his hat is in it. Yeah, John B., I agree with you 100%, dude. Did you see all that crazy Bryce Mitchell crap, dude? What a psycho. Yeah, I mean, I'm like a pretty big Philly sports guy. I grew up in Philly. I live in LA now, but I grew up in Philly my whole life. So I know the sports really well there. Me and my dad had season tickets to the Birds and the Phillies for a really long time. Yeah, UFC bets are hard, man. Yeah, like Michael Venom Page, I thought he was going to lose. He won. Yeah, I'm so much better at betting on football than I am any other sport, guys. But guys, do me a huge favor. If you can hit that like button, it really does help get this video out into the YouTube algorithm. So do me a solid, subscribe to the channel, and hit that like button. Added another subscriber, 26 more. 26 more. I think the Packers, Jacob, are a very young team. Inexperienced team, but I love Edgerrin Cooper. I wanted the Eagles to get him. Edgerrin Cooper is great. They got a young stable of wide receivers. I like Christian Watson. What's their tight end name? Tucker Kraft, I think his name is. He was really, really great. A great outlet for Jordan Love this year. I think Jordan Love needs to be better with the football. Stop trying to force balls down the field. That's what Jalen Hurts, guys, has really been doing great this playoffs. If there's nothing down the field open, he's not forcing it. He's just throwing the ball out of bounds and living to fight another day. And Jordan Love should watch his tape and learn from that. Yeah, John B. Bryce Mitchell he is a lost cause, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Pretty crazy stuff. I don't even want to re-say all the craziness that he said because I don't want to bring any more attention to it. But, man, that dude. Dude's crazy. All right, guys. Are there any props that you like in the Super Bowl? A.J. Brown torched the Chiefs last Super Bowl, and they run a lot of man-to-man coverage. So, A.J. Brown, TD prop, over passing yards prop. I like Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert, too. Hurts has been loving Dallas Goedert since he's been back. I don't know about all that, Tommy. We shall see. We shall see. I hope Andy Reid leads up to his MO at poor clock management and the Eagles take advantage of it. I live in California, man, so I'm not allowed to use any of the betting sites. It sucks. If you're going to talk about politics, dude, get out of here. I don't want to hear any of this free Palestine stuff. We're talking football, NFL stuff, Super Bowl stuff. If you want to talk about that stuff, go find another channel. All right, you heading out, Pablo? Later, bud. I mean, okay. Why does it have to be about race, Tommy? And Patrick Mahomes is black. What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't think P. Diddy's scoring any end zones anytime soon, unless they're in prison. Yeah, don't talk. I don't want to hear your politics bullshit, man. I just don't. Yeah, I don't do politics. Yeah, so in my prediction video, I did a prediction video, a long form video with scores. Make sure you check that out. It's starting to go viral now, so thank you guys for that. 28-23 Philadelphia Eagles. That's my score. But yeah, I mean, but like, I don't want to talk about race. Talking about race is stupid as well. Let's just talk about these players like human beings, because we're all human beings. And talking about someone's race is just stupid. Simon, welcome to the chat, buddy. Go Eagles! Yeah, man, I would love for the Eagles to get a big W, get that parade down Broad Street. Yeah, don't talk about Trump either. If you're going to talk about Trump, you got to get lost. I don't have time to deal with that crazy asshole. Yeah, I get it, Tommy. I get it. But, like, we don't need to bring up race. It's just unnecessary. It is unnecessary. If you want to talk about his skill set, we can talk about his skill set. But black, yellow, white, green, blue, I don't care what you are. If you're a good person, you're a good person. And that's all that matters. I'm not bringing up race. I'm not talking about politics. If you want to do that, you can go find another channel. But we're talking about football. Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl Sunday, 1 week away. I'm super excited. Tommy, just stop, dude. Just stop. Just stop. I'm asking you nicely to please just stop talking about people's race. And that's it. I mean, I think Jeffrey Lurie spends money when he needs to spend money. He's a smart businessman. I think he's doing it great. I mean, I don't know. As a general manager, I don't know if you could ask for better ownership. He doesn't say dumb shit. He doesn't really get involved when he doesn't have to. But if something pressing comes up, he will take the bull by the horns and be the great businessman that he is, in my opinion. But guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Jay, host of the Jay All Day Sports Show. Do me a huge favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Closing in on 14,000 subscribers. Only 525 more. I'm trying to get 100 subscribers during this live stream. Yeah, I mean, Saquon for MVP seems like a very feasible thing, guys. I mean, the Chiefs have been really good at stopping the run in the regular season, right? They only gave up 3.8 yards per carry, but they were not very good against opposing quarterbacks running the ball. 4.9 yards per carry they gave up. And the league average is 4.1, so they were significantly above the league average. The Chiefs are also really bad against play action, and the Eagles running that RPO look, and Saquon Barkley, you having to worry about him. Play action could be a huge thing for this game, guys. Redneck Ghost, what's going on? Go Birds! Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm hoping that the Birds can get a big W. Jalen Hurts, I see the look in his eyes, man. I'm telling you, he's going to put his whole life on the line during this game. Mark my words. Yeah, Simon, I definitely agree with you. I mean, if you look at their wins, they barely beat Carolina. They barely beat the Raiders. They barely beat the Chargers. So many close games. Like, they could have lost. If they lost those one-score games, I know people are like, they don't lose one-score games. But, like, they lose 5 of those games, it's a totally different season. I'm not a huge bettor, dude. I don't believe in betting a shitload of money on multiple games. Like, I'm a very methodical bettor. I bet a lot of small bets, and it's worked out for me. I'm a winning gambler when I bet on football. Like, Vegas says like 3% of sports bettors are profitable, and I'm one of those bettors. This year, in my initial investment, we're up 85% at the end of the year. And I bet multiple props, multiple games all season long for 18 weeks. I'm not a pick my spots kind of guy. I watch my tape and I make my analysis and I find a few spots that I like. Mix it up every week. You can check out all my bet videos online. Check to see what I won, what I lost. But I'm up 85% at the end of the year. I'm not a dude who puts all his chips in one thing because it's like if you bet big on the Chiefs, you're a Patrick Mahomes injury away from being completely fucked. And the same thing with the Eagles, you know what I mean? So it's like you gotta like not blow out your bankroll. You gotta have discipline and solid bankroll management if you want to be a winning gambler over the long term. Okay, let's read your parlay. Hurts touchdown, Kelsey touchdown, A.J. Brown touchdown, Saquon touchdown, and over 100 rushing yards. Over that? It depends what the payout, man. You got to do the math. Like, do you have an idea what the payout is? Like, what are the odds? I need to know the odds before I can tell you if I like it or not. Yeah, James, I'm right there with you, buddy. I just want if it's an egregious penalty, call it. But if it's a 50-50 penalty, probably keep the flag in your pocket. Like, I rewatched the old Super Bowl from a couple years ago, and that James Bradbury call at the end of the game was such a bullshit ticky-tack call. He had his hands on his hip for like 1 second. The ball was uncatchable. To call that penalty in that spot to ice the game for the Chiefs is just absolute bullshit. And I'm not saying that just because I'm an Eagles fan. I'm just saying it just from a football fan. And like looking at it as as audience members, you know what I mean? It's like I just don't get it. I don't like it. If it's a 50-50 call, you got to keep the flag in your pocket. Oh, thanks, Simon. I appreciate you, buddy. Oh, thanks. Was it Dad Ada or Dad Data 396? I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm here to teach you guys how you can win sports gambling and like make it fun. Like if you want to make a career out of it, I'm probably not the guy. But like as you increase your bankroll over time, you can increase your bets. And then you'll really see if you can be consistent over the long term. And if you can be consistent over the long term, then you can start expanding your bets. That's why I tell you to like bet units. Like whatever bets you like, even if I'm only putting $10 on it, you could put $100 on it or $50. It's all about units and being up on units at the end of the season. And if you're up with units, killing it. Yeah, in California, you can't really use sports books, which sucks. Jalen, welcome to the chat, buddy. D-Boy, what's going on? Yeah, Redneck Ghost, I tend to agree with you, buddy. Oh, good luck, Mr. Fulton Mraz. What position you play, buddy? Good luck. Dad, it's plus 2,400. So what are you going to put, like a $100 bet on there? That doesn't seem like the best juice for plus all those bets. Yeah, 100 to win 2,400. That's a lot of winning, man. Let me look at the bet again. Oh, I'm going to scroll up and look at this bet, guys. Where the hell is it? 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns, 3. So 4 touchdowns and over the 100-yard rushing. So the thing is, when you have big parlays like that with a lot of pieces, one of those guys gets hurt and you're screwed. So like, I'd rather break that up into 2 smaller bets than to bet one giant bet there. Because one dude, I'd rather do 2 $50 bets and kind of spread it out a little bit as opposed to one giant bet. You could hit it, but it's only going to take one guy getting hurt or something stupid happening and then you're burned, right? So that's my 2 cents on that. Nice, playing center. Good luck today, man. Score some points. Drop some buckets. Yeah, Mahomes with that flop, they got to do something about that shit, man. He's running out of balance and, like, it's like a sniper shot him from up top in the rafters. Like, you got to, like, it's just so egregious. And then on that one roughing the passer call where the guys hit each other and landed on top of Patrick Mahomes, he slid at the last possible second. Like, they really need to not call roughing the passers if he slides within 2 yards of getting contacted. It's just, you can't play defense like that. And these guys are like 260 pounds running full speed. It's just, Tom Brady actually has a great segment on the Colin Cowherd show talking about how he hates the QB protection rules. And it was very smart. You guys should check it out. Lisa McDingle, welcome to the chat. Sorry if I butchered your name. Yeah, what's the score? Yeah, you could definitely do that. Dad Ada 396. That makes a little more sense to me. You're just like not tying yourself into one giant bet. And if you're right, you could win 2 or 3 of them. And you still make really good money without putting yourself at huge risk. And if one part gets effed up, then you still have the other ones to make it up for it, right? So that's just my 2 cents. That's my strategy as a bettor and my philosophy, but, you know. The Texans beat themselves, man. What did they get? Sacked 8 times, 8 penalties. You're not going to win football games like that, man. Sorry. Damn, NFC's kicking that ass, huh? Nice. Yeah, the Texans played like ass. And then they had that terrible game plan, too. Like, how is Travis Kelce so open so many times during that game? That's inexcusable, in my opinion. Like, how does he just get so lost in the sauce in the zone? He's just like a goat out in the field with nobody around, just wandering around aimlessly. I couldn't believe my eyes how open he was on, I don't know, half of his catches. It was insane to me. Yeah, I wish the Bills would have stuck with the run more and stopped giving the ball to Josh Allen. Like, sorry guys, I got dog hair floating in my nose. Yeah, the Eagles are they're pretty sound offensively. They don't really get a ton of holding calls. Like, if you watch the Eagles in totality over the season, they're one of the less penalized offensive lines. I'm not really worried about that. Ugh. Russell Wilson, man, I don't know. He looks good, Russell Wilson at this point in his career is a backup. He looks good for a few weeks, then teams figure him out, what he does, what he likes to do. He's not good enough. He's not that guy. Oh my God, yeah. I mean, I hope Nick Sirianni says something to the refs. They're all like, dude, the amount of illegal formations that the Chiefs run is such horseshit. It's ridiculous, dude. The right tackle lines up like 2 bodies behind the center, which is 100% by rule illegal formations. And Juwan Taylor is slow off the line, so he's always rocking before the ball snapped. Dude, it's ridiculous. 100%. My love, T-Master. I don't know how the hell you say that. But 100%. The Eagles are set up for the long term, man. They got a solid offensive line. Lane Johnson said he's not retiring this year with a win or a loss, which is great for the Birds moving forward. They do have some free agents. Well, so the left tackle's a new guy, Joe Tooney. He's usually a guard, but now they swung him out to left tackle because the tackle play has been so shitty for the Chiefs over this year. Mahomes got sacked 36 times this year, guys. The year before, he only got sacked 26 times. So the offensive line has been struggling to protect him. El Primo, what's going on, bud? Welcome to the channel, Hong Kong Sports. What's going on? Welcome to the channel, guys. Yo, guys, I need 21 more subscribers to get to 13,500. Help me get there. Help me get there. And then we're on the 14K. What is going on, guys? We're talking some ball. We're talking about this offensive line of the Chiefs. A lot of moving parts and these illegal formations that we'll have to see if the referees are going to be, sticklers on, which they should. Given that's another thing the Chiefs get away with is like, man, I did a video where I was like, a long form video about the Chiefs cheating. And like, dude, there's so many times that they're just lined up. So illegal, man. It's crazy. Oh, Hong Kong Sports. That would be great, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm going 28-23. That's my score prediction for this Super Bowl, guys. Oh, thanks, Hong Kong Sports. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. And make sure you guys check out some of my long-form videos, man. That's how we make a living on this channel. What do you like? How is an illegal formation, Jack, the same thing as the Eagles? Like, everybody tries the tush push and it doesn't work. The Eagles are just really good at it. So what? So we should penalize a team that's really good at doing something? Comparing that to illegal formations is just silly. Sorry. Oh, thanks, Gobble Gobble News. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I just don't think that like you should be able to blatantly line up illegally and get away with it. They've been doing it for so long. And the rules are like the head has to be at the shoulder of the center or the guard, depending on what guy you're talking about. So like he's so far off the line of scrimmage, it's ridiculous. Like, come on, man. That's not the same thing. It's just not. The Eagles are good at the tush push because Jalen Hurts squats 600 pounds. And Landon Dickerson, Cam Jurgens, and Mekhi Becton are freaking monsters. What's up, Cluck Cluck Weather? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out, chopping it up, talking some ball. Yeah, I mean, well, let me see what these comments are saying. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I'm scrolling through some of these comments, guys. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes. Is that what you're talking about, Armando? What the hell are you talking about, bro? Yeah, I mean, you see little glimmers of Caleb Williams playing well. Like, he was Jekyll and Hyde this year, man. I don't know how Caleb Williams is going to do with Ben Johnson. But Ben Johnson saw something in the tape where he was like, I can win with this guy. He had his choice to go everywhere. Any of, like, what are the 6 open jobs or whatever? You know? And it's like, okay, let me read this hot take. Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Saquon, and Mahomes will stay where they are until retirement. Maybe not CeeDee Lamb. Losing all the time sucks. Mahomes, I don't see him ever leaving Kansas City. I definitely agree with that. I don't know. Wide receivers get sick of losing, man. It's very rare. Like, I'm trying to think. Thanks, Hong Kong. I appreciate you, buddy. I'm trying to think of a wide receiver that was top of the notch, the top 10 guy that was with one team his whole career. If you guys can think any, drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys think about like what players. I'm trying to think of a wide receiver. Like even Jerry Rice went to a new team, dude. It's like so did Randy Moss. Like at some point these guys just become pain in the asses. Yeah, Lynn Swann, what was that, 50 freaking years ago, John? I'm trying to I can't think of a guy off my top of my head that was with his career the whole time and like a top 10, top 15 guy. Yeah, it's very rare that wide receivers stay with one team for the duration of their career, guys. It just doesn't happen. Appreciate you guys. We're up to 13,482 subscribers. 18 more to 13,500. Yeah, I'm 38, guys. And I've been watching football since like I was in diapers. And I can't. Maybe Julian Edelman. That's a good one, right? Did he go somewhere else? No, right? Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, the Cowboys definitely need a draft. The running back class is pretty deep this year in the draft, guys. There's guys like Cam Scatterboo. There's going to be a bunch of guys. Judkins from Ohio State. Genty, obviously. He's probably going to be a top 15 pick. Yeah, like, I think Julian Edelman's the only one that I can think of. That was like a top 10, 15 wide receiver in their prime. Oh, yeah, Michael Irvin. That's a good one, John. What team did he go to, Redneck Ghost? In end of March. Yeah, I don't know. Wide receivers, especially towards the end of their career, man. And then, like, most wide receivers regress considerably, so. I'm going 28-23. I think the Eagles win, and I think they contain Patrick Mahomes. I honestly think this could be a very similar Super Bowl when the Buccaneers, who run a very similar scheme to Vic Fangio, kicked the shit out of the Patriots a few years ago in the Super Bowl. Yeah, I think Jalen Hurts looks very determined. This team looks primed to win. I'm just hoping that Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens are healthy. But they haven't showed up on any injury report at all. So, they look like they're going to be good to go. Super Bowl score prediction, Everett. I'm going 28-23. Philadelphia Eagles get their second Super Bowl ring. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough sledding stopping Saquon Barkley, man. And they're going to stack the box. The Eagles crush man coverage, dude. They stack the box and they go man-to-man coverage on the outside with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. Good fucking luck doing that, dude. Good luck. Good luck. We're up to 13,483 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. Added some more. Yeah, I just did a really cool video about 5 reasons why I think the Philadelphia Eagles blow out the Kansas City Chiefs. Make sure you check out my long-form content, guys. Yeah, I mean, every fan base has, like, D-bags, right? It's just like, you know, there's shitty people in every walk of life. There's shitty teachers, plumbers. There's just shitty people. Some Eagles fans are assholes. Some are chill. That's it. Yeah, the rush defense concerns me for this Chiefs team, right? They've struggled the last 2 weeks. Joe Mixon had a really good game. And James Cook, even though he was underutilized, averaged like over 6 yards a carry or whatever it was. Yeah, I did. I like this channel initially started as the MMA Business Hour, where I covered just the MMA. But the MMA community, I've kind of soured on it. There's too much like crazy MAGA people and like just like mean, nasty people in the MMA world, so I kind of like got away from it. But Adesanya looked pretty good in the first round, and then he got smoked. Stoppage, maybe a little bit early, maybe a smidge early. Like when a guy starts to build his base, you gotta let him try to get up to his feet, and then once he's on his knees, if he gets flattened out again, then you stop the fight. I don't agree with because, like, if you guys ever fought or wrestled, you want to build your base to try to get back up. So to like end the fight while he's building the base to get back up, I don't like that stoppage personally. That's just my opinion. Yeah, Hong Kong sports. I don't disagree with that, buddy. Yeah, I actually did a video on that. How the Eagles are a better football team. The defense is definitely way better, especially at the cornerback spot and the safety spot and the D line. They had like Ndamukong Suh, an aging Fletcher Cox. Jalen. They didn't have Jalen Carter. Jordan Davis was a rookie. You know, they're a lot better on the D line. Nolan Smith, Nakobe Dean, that Quinyon Mitchell on the outside, slot guy. So in the Super Bowl in 2022, Avonte Maddox led the team in tackles, guys. Can you believe that? When your safety and slot guy, who weighs 180 pounds soaking wet, leads your team in tackles, your defense probably isn't doing their job. And that's why the Chiefs scored over 30 points in that game and then ultimately won. What do I think about the Jaguars? I think their coach is going to be a failure. I don't like him at all whatsoever. I don't like his presence. I don't know. We'll see how he is with the X's and O's, but I think that was a fail with the coaching hire. I think Trevor Lawrence is okay, but he's not worth the money. And they don't have a lot of depth. Brian Thomas Jr. was great. They have some D linemen that are good, but they need cornerback help. The running back room is okay. They need some offensive line help too. I think they're going to be a 5 to 7 win team next year, if all goes well. Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs' defense is very well coached too, right? But the Eagles' offensive line is like, how do they win? You know, who do they beat? So Jordan Mailata, the left tackle, gave up 2 sacks all season long, and Lane Johnson gave up none. And Landon Dickerson's probably the best left guard in the NFL. You know, Mekhi Becton is the biggest guard in the NFL. He's like 6'6", 350. There's just not, I don't know. I think their linebackers are a little weak too. They haven't been good against the run the last 2 weeks, and if I'm a Chiefs fan, that definitely concerns me a little bit. Jones is a monster, and McDuffie got torched by A.J. Brown in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. So there's that. A.J. Brown had a day. He ate McDuffie's lunch all day long. Yeah, I like Mixon too, but you're 100% right. He's not Saquon Barkley. Sorry, guys. I'm just going through some of these. I can't, John. Oh, John, I can't do power slap, man. Oh my gosh. I'm a little too cerebral of a guy to watch 2 grown men with no defense just slap the shit out of each other. I can't do it. That doesn't entertain me at all whatsoever. I think it's kind of gross. It's hard for me to watch. Because, like, I grew up boxing and wrestling, and there's a lot of thought behind it. Like, if I do this, it's chess. Like, power slap is the definition of checkers. I don't know. It's not for me, guys. I'm not a power slap guy. Yeah, I wonder. I definitely think, I don't know if it's cheating per se with the referees, but I definitely think calls are massaged, like Bill Burr was saying the other day to Rich Eisen. It's definitely a little bit, massaging towards the Chiefs. I just don't like the ticky-tack calls, man. I don't like the 50-50 calls when Patrick Mahomes is sliding late or, not getting touched in the helmet. They're not penalties. And you could easily go on replay and see that the guys hit each other and Patrick Mahomes slid the last second. It's just physics. You can't just drop to your legs. It's not a slide. If you just drop straight down, that's not a slide. And you should be able to be hit. And if you drop that low, you can't stop your forward momentum. So it's not a purposeful hit to the helmet, shoulder, and neck area if you just drop to the ground. And I'm already trying to tackle you, and then you drop onto my level. I played defense my whole life. It's impossible to not hit them there if they just drop to the ground. It's impossible. The rule's really dumb. I don't hate any teams, man. I just like seeing good ball. I don't have hate. I'm not a hateful guy, man. I don't have enough time in my day to hate on anyone, bro. I call it like it is. I'm a truth teller, but I don't have enough hate. I don't have enough time for hate in my life, bros. I don't got time for that shit. I mean, nothing really surprised me about the Bears this year, man. Caleb Williams, that offensive line was not very good. I don't know. They're just not a well-coached football team. And bad coaches find ways to lose. Good coaches like Andy Reid and Spags find ways to win when their teams aren't very good. Bad coaches like Eberflus find ways to lose. That's the difference between good coaching and bad coaching. Is their offensive line the best they've faced? The Packers O-line is okay. The Rams is okay. Yeah, I mean, probably. They're probably in the same boat, honestly, offensive line-wise, talent-wise. The Packers have a pretty good offensive line. Commanders, not so much. Rams, it's okay. And that's kind of where the Chiefs' offensive line is. They're not great. They're not terrible. Juwan Taylor has really struggled. The right tackle, 7.5 sacks he's given up this year. Joe Tooney's not a playing tackle. And their right guard has been awful. Their center's really good. His name is escaping me right now, but they have a really good center. I don't know. Taylor Swift. People are so consumed by Taylor Swift. Just let Taylor Swift be. It's not her fault. The cameras keep posing, going on her. And, they did the math. In that 3-hour broadcast, she was on screen for, 24 seconds. Get over it, guys. Get over it. And if you were running the NFL, you would show Taylor Swift too. And if you say you wouldn't, then you don't like to make money. They definitely give Patrick Mahomes the benefit of the doubt, guys. I hate Chip Kelly. I think he is a horrible human being. I am not a Chip Kelly guy at all whatsoever. The way he disrespects people and he doesn't treat people like human beings. His time in Philly was horrific. That was the worst hiring Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie ever did. Chip Kelly is a D-bag with a capital D. I thought the Lions were my Super Bowl pick at the beginning of the year. I thought it was going to be Chiefs-Lions. But the Lions shit the bed. Yeah, the Pro Bowl is on today. I'm not really watching it. I take Saquon Barkley over Derrick Henry all day because Saquon Barkley is a really good blocker and he's a 3-down back. Derrick Henry is a 1st and 2nd down back. If it's over 3rd and 5, he's off the field. He can't catch the ball. He can't run routes. I'm taking Saquon Barkley all day. I'm not even thinking about it. Yeah, the Vikings really choked for sure. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the best Eagles team I think I've ever seen in the playoffs. I haven't really seen a more complete Eagles team than this team right now. They don't have a lot of holes, and I think the Chiefs are going to have to play a perfect game or some crazy-ass injury has got to happen or some ridiculous penalty to win this game. Mahomes has to play perfect, guys, straight up. All right, guys, we're 15 new subscribers away from 13,500. That is my goal for this live stream. 15 more. All right, guys, welcome to the live stream. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, I mean, Josh the Great, you are 100% right. So over their last 9 games, the Chiefs have only 1 turnover. But on the flip side of that, the Eagles' last 6 games, they've forced 20 turnovers. So something's got to give here, right, guys? So the Chiefs have been able to get away with playing very conservative football. Are they going to be able to play conservative football against this high-powered Eagles offense? I think they're going to have to take more risk if they want to win. If they're going to play very conservative offense, I don't think they win this game. You know, all the tape I watch, all the matchups I'm like analyzing, the Chiefs got to play pretty perfect. I don't remember, Jacob. I mean, I wouldn't be wrong considering the Eagles were horrific the last half of last year. So, yeah, I mean, I probably did say that. That makes total sense, actually. And then didn't they give up 30 points in that game? So I wasn't wrong. I like my chances, Rod. I really do. I think the Eagles match up hat for hat. Great. The Chiefs are better at quarterback, but not really anywhere else. The Eagles got better wide receivers. They got better offensive line. The tight ends, at this point in Travis Kelce's career, I'm taking Dallas Goedert over him all day long. No, Alex, I don't watch the Pro Bowl. I don't care about the Pro Bowl. I take the Eagles secondary over the Chiefs secondary all day. You know, Chris Jones is a monster, but Jalen Carter is great. So the D-lines maybe are a wash, but O-line, I'm taking the Birds all day. Running back, Saquon is better than Pacheco and Kareem Hunt combined. Pacheco has been awful this year. If you look at his numbers over the season, he's been terrible. Flat out awful. Yeah, I think the Eagles are going midnight green for the Super Bowl. I think they won when they won in 2017, they wore the midnight green as well. So let's do it. Let's get number 2 in midnight green. Let's do it. Yeah, no Rashee Rice. The receivers are trash, man. Juju Smith-Schuster is cooked. DeAndre Hopkins has 1 catch in the playoffs. 1 catch, guys. He's an overcooked turkey at this point, man. Xavier Worthy's okay, but he's more of a deep threat than a route runner. And the defense the Eagles run, they don't really get beat deep too much. It's rare. I'm not saying it can't happen, but Vic Fangio's scheme kind of takes away the deep ball and those big plays over your head. And Xavier Worthy isn't out route running any of these Eagles defenders at all. Yeah, Newman, I literally just put a video out on my long form stuff, Newman. Check it out. Why the Eagles blow out the Kansas City Chiefs. And I go over 5 reasons why I think Eagles could potentially blow out the Chiefs, man. Yeah, but when you have 2 safeties over the top, and then you gotta you're getting jammed at the line by Quinyon Mitchell, who is so much bigger, and Darius Slay and Cooper DeJean are all considerably bigger, more physical guys than Xavier Worthy. I don't know. Good luck. I'm not saying there won't be a busted coverage or something like that, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I hope it's a good game. I just don't see a lot of advantages. The Eagles play the way they've been playing the last 3 weeks, I think they win this game. If they don't turn the ball over, they play physical football, they run the ball effectively. Yeah, Newman, I tend to agree with you. I do think that the window for this Chiefs team for a little while is going to start to close. Rod, I don't know. Where are you at? Where are you located, Rod? That's a tough one, man. I'm not a bar guy, but it would be a lot of fun to go see the Birds play at a bar for the Super Bowl. I want to sit on my couch and have a good seat, eat the food I want to eat, cook my own food. Yeah, dude, Justin Tucker is like Deshaun Watson Jr., huh? Yeah, I don't get it either, John B. I don't get it either. People are so concerned about what other people are doing, I'll never understand it. Just live your life. Why are you so worried about other people? I don't get it. I don't get it. They had a tug of war? Man, the Pro Bowl is something else, huh, guys? Something else. All right, guys, we're up to 13,487 subscribers. 13 more to hit 13,500. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, like, I just don't understand, like, why people give a shit about Taylor Swift. Like, they did the math, and she's, like, on screen, like, less than 30 seconds during 3-hour football games. Let it go. And she's a good person. She, like, gave her whole crew from the tour, the Teamsters, all the security, everyone, like, it was, like, $500 million worth of bonuses. Like, she's a good person. If she was your daughter, you would be proud of her. And if you don't say that, you're just a liar. Oh, you're an OC? I'm in LA, Rod. I'm in LA, bud. Man, Eagles bars are a lot of fun out here, so. Yeah, the Pro Bowl is kind of silly. It's good exposure for the NFL. If you're like running the NFL business and you're trying to get new fans, into the game, it's a win-win. But she's a good person. Like, I don't understand the hate. Like, I don't get it. Well, because she's a Democrat, now all the Republicans hate her because she doesn't love Donald Trump. It's so stupid. Jalen, welcome to the chat, bro. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I don't get the Taylor Swift hate. It makes no sense to me. Of all the things to hate in the world, people hate Taylor Swift, who donates all this money, gives all of her employees bonuses, does all this good stuff, and Donald Trump has literally got caught a fake university. My dad worked in the tri-state area when he was there, and this dude, Donald Trump, would literally hire contractors, pay them half the money, and then he would never pay them the extra half. Once the job was finished, he would go to court and bankrupt these small companies and just keep the work. But he's a good person, and Taylor Swift is a horrible person. Like, I don't get it. Make it make sense to me, guys. And I'm not just saying that, like, that's just a fact that happened. It's not like a debatable thing. Like, my dad worked for companies that, like, got bankrupt by Donald Trump because he didn't feel like paying them. And then, like, he has so much money, he just holds it up in litigation until these companies go bankrupt. Yeah, you probably should be worried, if you know what I mean. And like, these tariffs are going to cost Americans millions of dollars, dude. Like, I have a finance channel where I do the stock market. I have $500,000 in investments in the market, and tariffs are not a good thing, guys. They're just not. There's no way you could look at tariffs as a beneficial thing, because American companies that are buying these goods from Canada, Mexico, and China have to pay the tariffs. And that's going to make prices go up for everyday Americans. That's how tariffs work. Straight up. All right, that's enough of that. Back to the NFL. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the J All Day Sports Show. We're here on this Sunday before the Super Bowl talking NFL football. Super Bowl football coming up in 1 week, guys. I am super excited. When did he turn 71? Like 5 or 6 months ago, something like that. All right. We are 13 subscribers away, guys, from getting to 13,500. That's my goal for this live stream. I appreciate all you guys tuning in and hanging out, talking some ball. I love talking ball with our little family here. I know. It's so sad, Newman. I feel like the season just started. He's a free agent, right? I think Zach Martin's a free agent. Yeah, he's an unrestricted free agent, so he can go wherever he wants. Yeah, Newman, I don't know, man. This whole season just like flew by. But I don't hate the idea of 18 games because I get to talk football a little bit more with my fan. As we grow this community, we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, guys. Yeah, the offseason should be very interesting, right? The draft is not as strong with skill position players as it was last year, but the D-line's pretty strong. Running backs are pretty strong. Receivers, not very strong. Quarterbacks, not very strong. I don't know. Yeah, Zach Martin, dude, the injuries, he might be cooked, guys. I don't want anything I'm not touching Zach Martin with a 10-foot pole unless he wants to come for a 1-year prove-it deal. That's great, Toasty. Yeah, I was a little skeptical about the Birds. You know what I mean? Vic Fangio definitely turned this team around for sure. And the rookies really exceeded my expectations. I love Quinyon Mitchell. If you guys watch my draft coverage, dude, I love Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. But they are playing. Quinyon Mitchell might be having the best rookie cornerback season of all time. Toasty, there's no way on planet Earth that you could think two rookies would come in and have 80 PFF grades. That just doesn't happen. If you watch football long enough, it is so unbelievably rare. And you knew Zach Bond, who was playing special teams for the Saints last year, was going to come in and be the number one linebacker in the NFL. If you say that you knew that was going to happen, you're just lying. There's not one person in the NFL that thought Zach Bond would be the number one linebacker in the NFL. I'm just saying. No, actually, it makes perfect sense because I like to win-win. So if I bet big on the Chiefs, I'm either going to win a lot of money or the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be Super Bowl champions. No, it's a win-win. Betting heavy on the Chiefs is a win-win because I'm either going to add a bunch of money to my bankroll or the Eagles are going to be Super Bowl champions. I call that a win-win. What are you talking about? Tommy, if I bet $200 on the Chiefs and the Chiefs win, I win $200. And if they lose, I lose $200. But the Eagles are Super Bowl champions. There's no guarantees in life. The only guarantees in life are death and taxes, my friend. Everything else is out of my hands. Straight up. Straight up. Guys, welcome to the Jay All Day Sports Show. I'm your host, Jay, former Bleacher Report featured columnist, where I covered the Phillies, the Eagles, boxing, MMA. Now I'm here on YouTube, chatting it up with our family, closing in on 14,000 subscribers. If you guys can do me a huge favor on this Super Bowl Sunday, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm not betting both sides. I'm betting one side, Tommy. What don't you understand? Yeah, it's a hedge. Yeah, John B., you're the man. Thank you, a hedge. It's like the stock market. You hedge your bets. It's called a hedge. If taxes go away, then we have no police officers, we have no firefighters, Taxes pay for the military. I come from a military family, man. No, Tommy, I bet with my brain, not my emotions. You don't bet emotionally. Use your brain. That's how you become a successful sports bettor. Ward or Sanders, they're two different quarterbacks, right? Shador Sanders is more your pocket quarterback. He's pretty accurate with the football, not super mobile in the pocket. And Ward has a big arm, kind of inaccurate, clunky footwork, but he's got a big-time NFL arm. I kind of like Shador Sanders a little bit better. But all the baggage that comes along with him, I don't know if I want to bring that into my locker room. And have Deion Sanders every week criticizing you on TV and all this shit. I don't know if I'm about that life. Well, that's good for you, Tommy. I'm a positive sports gambler. I make money over the long term. So, you do you, Tommy, and I'll do me. You know, and there's a reason why over 18 weeks of betting, I'm up 85%. I don't know what you're up, Tommy, but I guarantee you it's not up 85%, brother. So I'm just calling it like it is, boy. Yeah, he's going to get a deal somewhere else, Jamie. I don't know where he goes. There's a lot of quarterback desperate teams, right? You know, bringing him into Minnesota wouldn't be a bad idea. Is J.J. McCarthy ready? I don't know. Going to the Raiders. I don't know. I wouldn't be completely shocked if he's back in Pittsburgh. I really wouldn't be. Yeah, you can, but I'm not betting on a game like that. You might as well flip a coin and bet. Yeah, I mean, everyone's all over the place on Jackson Dart. Some people think he's like a first 3 rounds type of guy, and then some people don't think he's going to go to the 6th round. I got to watch more tape on these guys. Yeah, Philly pizza's great. Yeah, I mean, Philly food's great. If you ever want to go to a city on an eating tour, Philadelphia's a great place to eat, man. Yeah, Newman, I just did 5 reasons why the Eagles blow out the Kansas City Chiefs. You should check it out. The facts line up pretty good. They line up pretty good. All right, guys, 12 more new subscribers I need to 13,500. Getting there, guys. Getting there. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. It means a lot to me coming in, participating in the live chat. I mean, I wouldn't have this, little gig set up, We had a pretty good year this first year. When you're doing YouTube and you first get monetized, I'm not making huge money right now, but I do it for fun. I have my day job and my little autograph business that I run. But it's been great, you know what I mean? It's been a nice little extra income from my family, and I get to talk about sports with people I like hanging out with in a sport that I love, right? Yeah, live betting, Tommy's not a bad idea. Yeah, I don't get the hate on Jalen Hurts either. He's a good kid. He's smart. Kingdom John Doe, welcome to the channel. What's going on? Welcome to the live stream, bro. Yeah, Geno Smith, he's a perplexing guy. I don't know. I'm not a big Geno Smith guy either. If you follow my content, there's a few quarterbacks I don't really love. Geno Smith, Derek Carr. I don't know. They're not for me. Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. Yeah, Daniel Jones, you can add to that list. Just guys that know how to lose. Yeah, the flag football is way safer. Having these guys play real football games was so dumb. There's so much money in the game now. If I'm an owner, the last thing I want is one of my superstars blowing out an ACL in the Pro Bowl. Early 2nd rounder, huh? I'll have to watch a little more tape on him, Redneck Ghost, to give my actual opinion. There's him, Dylan Gabriel. I got to watch a little more tape. Bo Nix was a guy people didn't love for whatever reason, but I was a big fan of him coming out of college, and he proved me right. So, you got to watch the tape. The tape doesn't lie, guys. Yeah, Jamie, you're 100%. Yeah, Hong Kong sports, I definitely think Aaron Rodgers is cooked. 100%. Guys, we just hit the 90-minute mark on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, I'm your host, Jay, of the Jay All Day Sports Show. Mostly football on this channel, but we do some MMA, sprinkle in some baseball, some basketball from time to time, even though I don't like basketball these days. But, dude, I mean, if you watch my content, Hong Kong, man, you heard me saying that Bo Nix was going to be a legit NFL quarterback. I told you guys. Aaron Rodgers is cooked. He's got to go. Morton from Texas Tech. Okay, I'll put that in my notebook. Yeah, like during the offseason, I have like my black notebook where I compile all the notes on different players and players rising up draft boards and, people that are at the Senior Bowl saying guys look good. That makes me want to look into the tape a little bit more. I do think teams might value the running back position a little bit more. Like guys like Cam Scadaboo could come in. I like Cam. I like Juckins. And Genty is obviously a monster, $15K, I don't know about $15K, but when I do $20K, I'm going to do some giveaways for sure. $15K, I'll be here like in the next month or two. I really want to get to $25K by the end of the year. That's my deal. But yeah, maybe I'll do I'll autograph a Waterboy jersey for you guys and give it away at $20K. That sounds like a good deal. And I also got some Eagles memorabilia. If the Eagles win the Super Bowl, I'm going to be just giving away to some people during a live stream. So I'll have to write it in my little feed. I'll do a live stream maybe the day after where I'll pick a guy at random, or maybe I'll have my daughter pick someone at random, someone in the live stream that likes the video and leaves a comment. Yeah, I think me and Aaron Rodgers are about this. Yeah, he's a little bit older than me. A little bit older than me. Did the Eagles have an injured player this year? They didn't really have too many significant injuries. Dallas Goedert missed some time. A.J. Brown missed some time. Devontae Smith. But, everyone's healthy now. No, I mean, I don't think he ever got close to getting fired this year. They were 500 going into the bye, and then they won every game after that. So I think with Sirianni's been to the Super Bowl twice in 3 years, I think his job is safe. Because he hires good coaches. Kellen Moore has done a decent job. It looks like he's going to be the new head coach of the Saints. Bringing in Vic Fangio is very, very smart because Desai was a dumpster fire. That dude didn't know defense from a hole in his ass. Vic Fangio is as good as it gets in the NFL, guys. And the Dolphins were like, we don't like him. He's too mean. That's why the Dolphins suck. Straight up. The dudes in the Dolphins organization are soft. They just want to go on South Beach and fart around and not take football seriously. And I get it. Miami's a beautiful place, but Fangio's not that guy. Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is cooked, guys. I think I got one in my store. I think I got one 11 by 14 McNabb autograph that's authenticated by JSA. I got a ton of Brandon Graham stuff. And then at my dad's house in Philly, I get him Philly memorabilia every year. We got all kinds of Super Bowl stuff like LeGarrette Blount, Zach Ertz, Jason Kelsey. We got tons of cool stuff in my dad's bar back home in Philly. Yeah, the Dolphins are a trash organization, man. They're just soft. Straight up. They're just soft. I'll take a Northeast football team or Midwest over teams in oh, thanks, Rich. I appreciate it. Little Christmas gift from the wifey. Yeah, like Aaron Rodgers is just old, man. He just can't make the throws. He's like a statue in the pocket. Straight up. He's just too old. Guys, welcome back to the Jay All Day Sports Show. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jay, the host of the Jay All Day Sports Show. We're here today doing a little Q&A about the one and only Super Bowl coming up next week, guys. We are getting closer and closer and closer. 1 week away. I mean, Flores is a maniac, and every player that's played for him has said he's like an actual psychopath. I get it. But, like, the NFL is a tough, nasty place, man. Sometimes you got to have a tough, nasty guy to get you where you want to go. 70-51? Oh, my God. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. We need 10 more subscribers to get to 13,500, guys. Or, 500 away from 14K. Ooh, that's a good one, man. Yeah, I've sold a lot of cool Ertz autographs over the year from the store. Did you just say the Chiefs have a Pro Bowl receiving core? How? Who made the Pro Bowl? From that Juju Smith-Schuster, Hollywood Brown? DeAndre Hopkins is like 5 years past his prime. I don't know about all that business, man. DeAndre Hopkins has one catch this playoffs. One. In 2 games. As long as the Cowboys don't win a ring, I don't care what they do. They always find a way to blow it in the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be soft and you don't want to go to practice and you don't want to do the extra tape study, go play for somebody else. Don't underestimate veterans, bro. What are you talking about? Who's underestimating veterans? Are you talking about veteran players or like war veterans and like military service veterans? They have a good defense. They don't have a great defense. They have a solid defense, and Spags is a great coach. You know what I mean? They don't get a lot of turnovers. Like, Mahomes is on the field a lot, too. So you got to remember, that's very easy to play defense when they're winning the time of possession by 10 minutes every game, you know? I think they're not talking about that aspect in it. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, nice little Christmas gift from the wifey. Yeah, I don't know. I think his son's going to probably run the team the same way. I don't see much changing in Dallas. Sometimes family businesses aren't the best, man. Because no one can tell you like it is. Jerry Jones wants his team operated in a certain way. And if you go against him, you're just going to get fired. So it's just like, you got to play the game or find a new job. Yeah, the Chiefs are a very good football team defensively. Offensively, they're not so good. Like, over the last couple years, their GM has more focused on building this team from a defensive aspect than offensively. The wide receivers are trash. Kelsey's getting old. The running back room has not been good this year at all. How old is Jerry Jones, guys? Yeah, Spags is a really good coach. I think they would be a little bit better than mid. Like, McDuffie's a very good corner. Karlaftis and Jones are very good as well. So, they're a decent defense. You know, Spags is really good at mixing up coverages, guys. He's super talented, you know. So, I mean, Spags is a great mind. Andy Reid's a good coach. When you have Spagnuolo, Andy Reid, and Patrick Mahomes, you're going to win a lot of freaking football games. That's just how it is. People could talk about the refs. They could talk about this. They could talk about that. But as long as those three are there, they're going to win football games consistently. All right, guys, we're up to 13,490 subscribers. I need 10 more to reach my goal for this live stream. We've been here for 104 minutes, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. But Worthy's just a deep threat, dude. He's not a very good route runner. And he's not going to be like carving up digs and crosser routes and comebacks and curl routes. That's not Worthy's game, bro. It's not. It's just not. And, like, you think he's going to out-muscle Quinyon Mitchell on the outside towards the middle of the field with slant routes and digs and curls and comebacks? I don't know. I don't see that happening, man. I just don't see it. You know, could it happen? Sure. There could be some busted coverages and he gets behind the safeties. But the way Fangio runs his defense, like, the Eagles don't get beat deep too much. Could it happen? On a play action that somebody bites on? 100%. But that's not... Worthy's game is not 15 yards and less. You know, he wants to stretch the middle of the field on those deep post routes. You know, those kind of banana fade routes. You know, maybe a deep 20-yard comeback, something like that. He's not really a guy who's going to, like... He's not a possession wide receiver, right? So, that's where I'm at on Worthy. Maybe DeAndre Hopkins shows up. I don't know. Hopkins hasn't been good for a long time. We haven't seen him win consistently for the Chiefs since he's gotten there. He's been MIA in the playoffs. And Darius Slay, Cooper DeJean, and Quinyon Mitchell are very, very talented and very young. So, we'll have to see, guys. That's just my 2 cents, right? That's just the way I kind of see the game playing out. Could Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid have a great game plan that I'm not seeing? Devontae Smith does get looks in the end zone from Jalen Hurts, but since Dallas Goedert came back, I would say A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert are more likely to score than Devontae Smith. So looking at those 3 wide receivers, I'd probably say Travis Kelce, because if the Chiefs get in the red zone within the 10-yard line, 12-yard line, they're going to be looking for Travis Kelce in the end zone. He's going to be the first or second read on every single passing play. I don't see that for the other guys. Xavier Worthy, throw him out. Could he get a random touchdown? I don't think so by the way the Philadelphia Eagles run their defense. To see Xavier Worthy beat them deep, I don't see that happening. That doesn't mean it can't happen, but that's not really the way the Eagles run their defense. Are DK and Lockett free agents? Tyler Lockett's kind of been phased out of that offense in Seattle, so I don't know what his deal is. But he's kind of just a deep threat too. I'm not a big Tyler Lockett guy. When? 4 years ago, DeAndre Hopkins? He hasn't been making those plays since he's come to Kansas City, bro. Look at the game log. Not great. Not great. Yeah, Rich, I agree with you 100%. I think the Eagles need to force some turnovers. For me, I want to ramp up the pressure. They think you're going to drop into that zone on that first drive. If I'm going against this Mahomes team, that first drive, if he can beat the blitz consistently down the field and score a touchdown and tighten it up once you get past the 35 into your zone, I'm bringing the heat. I'm bringing the heat that first drive. Because they think the Eagles, I'm telling you, this Chiefs offense is going to think they're going to be playing in that zone look, and they're going to be looking for quick step, beat the zone plays. Find the openings in the zone. I'm bringing the heat that first drive. They know Fangio doesn't blitz a lot, so I don't think they'll be expecting them to come out and blitz the shit out of him that first drive. Well, yeah, the Eagles definitely have to be disciplined in their run lanes, right? So if the Eagles do bring pressure, what's going to happen is that they got to be disciplined in those run lanes. 100% discipline. Because Patrick Mahomes burnt the Bills multiple times with his legs. If Patrick Mahomes does that against the Eagles, the Chiefs are going to win. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who comes following our boy Pete Carroll to the Raiders. I'm thinking of $120. I want 20 carries. What I want, Kelly, I want 20 carries, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. If we lock in those 3 stats, the Eagles win. Yeah, dodgeball I can get behind. I love watching dodgeball. That is funny. Yeah, I want 20 carries, $150, 2 tutties. Yeah, I don't know. Is Geno Smith a free agent this year? Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it, Weapon X fan. I don't have my Dawkins jersey on today, but the wife got me the Mitchell and Ness Dawkins jersey. It's so freaking nice, man. But guys, if you're new to the channel, I'm a big Eagles fan, obviously, but if you check my followers out, ask them, I'm a pretty unbiased guy when it comes to breaking down these NFL games. Former Bleacher Report writer turned YouTuber. Guys, you got to like and subscribe to the channel. This is the best NFL content you're going to get on YouTube. And I'm crushing my bets, up 85% this year. Oh, thanks, Big Bo. I appreciate you, man. Go Birds! I want to see like a 34-17 game. That's my dream. All right, guys, 9 more subscribers to get to my goal. Can we get to my goal? I've been here almost an hour and a half, guys, trying to get to 13,500 subscribers. 9 more to go. If you're new to the channel, do me a solid. Hit that like button. Check out my content and subscribe to the channel, guys. But yeah, I mean, I think these defenses are 2 really good defensive teams. It'll be interesting to see how these offenses kind of navigate these really good defenses, right? I think turnovers are going to be a big deal, and I think the Eagles' pass rush is going to give Mahomes some problems. I really do. That offensive line, a lot of moving parts. Jalen Carter's a savage, man. Jalen Carter is a savage. But the Eagles can't let Chris Jones wreak havoc. So, who has the better game, Jalen Carter or our boy, Chris Jones? That could be a big determining factor. But the Eagles tackles, Mailata and our boy Lane Johnson, they only gave up 2 sacks combined all year long. Pretty crazy, guys. So if you're an Eagles fan, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to get all your Eagles updates, all your NFL updates on the channel, guys. We do bets. We do predictions. We do all kinds of survivor pool stuff, DraftKings stuff, whatever you want, whatever you need. And I'm getting into the draft soon, too. I start slowly releasing some draft videos. I got a bunch more filmed that I got to edit and put out for you guys. Oh, man, happy birthday, dude. Happy 29. Let's go, Birds. Let's go, Big Bo. Let's go. 9 more subscribers, guys. 9 more. Help me get there to 13,500. 9 more subscribers. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out, talking some ball for the last almost 2 hours. Yeah, but if you look on the flip side, the Rams' defense was one of the best units in the league going into that game with the Rams. And the Packers' defense is very good too. So, but like, talk about bad defenses. The Buffalo Bills, Christian Benford, their best player, starting cornerback, didn't play. Taylor Rapp, their starting safety, did not play. So they played a handicapped Buffalo Bills defense, and the Texans had the worst game plan I've ever seen for a playoff game, and they've been pretty mid all year long as well. Jonathan Cochran, welcome to the chat, buddy. Go Birds! Let's go! Let's go. All right, we got one more subscriber, guys, up to 13,492. 8 more to go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. 76-63, Hong Kong. That's crazy. Crazy talk. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, man, I love chopping it up, talking ball with you guys. I'm just looking over the standings now. This NFC East is going to be very interesting next year. You know, the Giants were awful, but the Commanders won 12 games, Eagles won 14, Cowboys won 7. But how about the NFC North? How's that going to shake up next year, guys? I don't know how they stop Barkley. Stacking the box? Yeah, I don't agree with that at all whatsoever. They had trouble with Joe Mixon and James Cook on back-to-back weeks. Hey, Gov, Tax, Surf. Tell me how many yards per carry James Cook averaged last week. I do like Drake May, though. I think he'll be all right. Oh, no. They hired Chip Kelly? Oh, God. I hate Chip Kelly. All right, guys, we added one more subscriber. Only 7 more. 7 more subs I need for my goal. 7 more, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out, chopping it up, talking some ball. Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs. 1 more week. Pete Carroll is never wrong. Well, he was wrong when he decided to throw the ball at the 1-yard line on the Super Bowl when they had Marshawn Lynch. That was the worst call in Super Bowl history. So he was epically wrong there. How are you going to pass the ball when you got Marshawn Lynch? You got to be an ass clown to make that call. Like an absolute ass clown. Yeah, Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly. That is the weirdest combination I've ever heard in my life. Well, maybe Chip Kelly grew up a little bit and took some of his ego away. What do you mean? No, it wasn't. Pete Carroll called that play. Marshawn Lynch said everyone rolled their eyes on that play when the play came in from Pete Carroll. Marshawn Lynch talks about it on podcasts all the times. Yeah, they cooked into a Super Bowl loss, bro. What do you mean? That was the dumbest call of all time. Marshawn Lynch from the 1-yard line. I'm giving it to him 4 times. If he can't get in, your offensive line sucks. Passing the ball on the 1-yard line, that was the most idiotic move in Super Bowl history. That's just my opinion. But, hey, I think it's a lot of other people's opinion as well. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But 2 really good defenses, so we could be in for a low-scoring game, though. Yeah, when you pass the ball there, man, you're not giving it to Lynch. I'd be pretty butthurt, too. And then you throw that interception like an idiot. That was so dumb, guys. So dumb. All right, guys, we're closing in on an hour-and-a-half live stream, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the JL Day Sports Show. I'm going to be wrapping it up in a couple minutes. So if you haven't yet, we need 7 more subscribers to get to my goal of 13,500. Do me a solid. Hit that like button and subscribe. Yeah, I don't know. Pete Carroll hiring Chip Kelly, guys, as the offensive coordinator for the Raiders. Super weird. I'm very, very blown away by that. Because Chip Kelly was an absolute D-bag when he was with Philly. Every player that played for Chip Kelly hated Chip Kelly. Very strange stuff. Oh, we got another subscriber, guys. 6 more to go. 6 more to go. 6 more to go. 6 more to go. But thank you guys. Like, the response to the channel has been pretty overwhelming. I mean, we've had this channel for not even 2 years and 14,000 subscribers. And the first 6 months I created this channel, I didn't even post any content. So we've been doing YouTube for maybe a year and a half, closing in on 15K. I just want to say thank you and I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Yeah, dude. Saquon's birthday is on Super Bowl Sunday. Woo! Go Birds! Oh, we added another subscriber. 5 more. Guys, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, Saquon my wife told me he just proposed to his girlfriend. And birthday on Super Bowl Sunday. I'm hoping he's giving a ring to get a ring. That's full circle, guys. That's coming in full circle. Saquon Barkley, congratulations on your engagement, brother. Pretty cool stuff. I've been married for it'll be 10 years in September. Yeah, Eagles 1977. Cooper DeJean, what is he going to be, like 24? The little baby, but I love myself some Cooper DeJean. Love him. I still can't believe the Eagles figured out a way to get both of those. I can't believe Quinyon Mitchell fell that far in the first round. The Eagles didn't even have to trade up to get him. Looking crazy. I'll have to post a reaction video. I did a reaction video when they drafted Quinyon Mitchell, guys, and I just lost my mind. Yeah, how can you not be? I mean, I've been a fan since he was at Penn State, so he's a good kid. Super talented. Guys, we're up to 13,497 subscribers. 3 more to hit my goal. 3 more subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. But yeah, Saquon Barkley, 2,005 yards. Probably could have beat the record if he didn't sit that game. But if you look at the statistics, he actually had a better season than Eric Dickerson did. He had better yards per carry, and he caught more passes. Straight up. Just better. Just better all. And that was an era when all he did was run the ball. He's coming from a passing offense that turned into a running offense because he's that damn good. But guys, if you're new to the channel, I'm Jay. This is the Jay All Day Sports Show. We post tons of NFL content all the time. Bets, picks, draft, whatever you want to do. Survivor Pool, DraftKings lineups, all right here on the Jay All Day Sports Show. I need 3 more subscribers to get to 13,500. My goal for this live stream. So, if you could do me a solid, hit that subscribe button. Oh, man, we just got 2 more new subscribers. 13,499. Who's going to be number 13,500? Who's it going to be, guys? I got 32 people watching, 32 likes. Appreciate that so much, guys. Holy shit, they got blown out by 44 today. Everyone's just super demoralized. Oh, my gosh. What a weird trade, huh? All right, guys, we're at 13,499. Who's going to be lucky 13,000 number 500? But I appreciate you guys so much. We're closing in on an hour and a half. Sunday Q&A live stream. It's been a lot of fun, guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to wrap up this live stream in the coming minutes. I want to see if we can get that one last subscriber before I go. I appreciate all the support we've gotten this season. We got 1 more week of NFL content left before a little bit of a break. And then it's on to the draft. I'm going to put out tons of draft content, free agent content, and then once these schedules come out, I'll start to do some picks and stuff like that. But, all right, I'm going to wrap this live stream up, guys. Thank you so much. I don't know if I'm going to do live for the Super Bowl. I'm debating. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited for the Super Bowl. I'm excited for this little community we're building. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Jay All Day Sports Show. I'm closing out. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. 13,500 incoming, guys. We just hit it. 13,500. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out some of my long-form videos. Putting out tons of Super Bowl content. Check it out. Thanks again, guys. Peace out. Go Birds!